Welcome my little bookworms to my channel. If you come from my K-pop videos you are also welcome. Let's get on with today's topic, shall we? BookTok. How is it changing publishing and writing, and is it for the good or for the bad? This is not hate, I cannot stress that enough, as I often find myself looking for books on there. This is more of an opinion type video with questions. First off, for those who don't know, what is BookTok? BookTok is the site of TikTok where people go to post about books and their contents inside of them. Most of the times the most talked about area is how so many people simp over the wrong type of characters in those books, rapists, murders, etc. As a victim of grooming and manipulation, I often try to not read books like that, but every once a while one of them slips through the cracks. Now for the first question, how is BookTok changing writing as a whole and publishing? I know this has been talked on many times by many other channels, but I want to say my stance on it. But it has become clear how much it is changing things. We started off with books like The Vampire dark romance back then, to Anne with an E, and then books like Game of Thrones, and The Hobbit. Now we have resorted to publishing books that want to claim they're dark romance, but something else as a whole. And if we add in books that are poorly published and compare them to books that worked hard in that area too. I am a Tolkien fan, so my expectations for books are often really high. I have started to read Game of Thrones, it's just taking a while, and yes, Dune is on my shelf somewhere. All three authors are known for their creativity and detail. I have books from one indie author that has managed to match Tolkien's level. Please go check out Elisa Menz and her two books, The Untold Forest, and Easy Guide to Escape Hell. She also supports Palestine, so she really deserves the support. I will do a video on her books and how she deserves the spotlight later. Now, a part of how BookTok is changing writing and publishing would also be how on BookTok you have to push a certain genre of book to even be seen. My first example would have to be, I think, those books by Sarah J. Maas. Sad part about this, I am reading it to post my reviews. I will be doing one on Quicksilver, which is also sad considering how much time I wasted on that one. But why sex? Some people simply like to write sex. Others who claim they are victims explain how it gives them power. While some just wanted to have sex during COVID when they could not. There is, however, those who romanticize stuff like sexual assault and rape simply because they get off on it. For those who get triggered by that stuff, you are valid and your feelings are valid. I am with you, as I do not like reading manipulation or grooming. I also know times have changed. We are no longer living in 1800 or 1900. Even stories from the 2000s were different to today's works. I know many of us hate it when a book has a cover that looks like it's made for kids but inside is not. Books like Icebreaker. I have my own copy, but a special edition one, and knowing what cover it is, I know many of you would flip out over it. Another issue I think how BookTok is changing things is the strong female trope not actually being a strong female. Before you bite my head off, all the strong females I have read are known to be mean and throw a tantrum when she doesn't get something she wants. On top of that is writing 10 pages and she is from a poor family but can take down men twice her size and men who have had decades of training in them. There is other ways to show strength, and one of them is emotional intelligence. Others is street smarts. Some is knowable, some characters can randomly pick up along the way. Don't be scared to make characters walking libraries. Another thing is also the, I'm not like the other girls. I hate dresses. Putting your female in a dress will make stuff different and the whole story different, but yet BookTok does not. I could go on all day about characters and certain ways they can be portrayed. The other major issue is how some authors write men and how male authors portray women, but this isn't just a BookTok issue, it's an issue overall. There is a male author who wrote a rape book of one of his reviewers, and that is why I am keeping Who I Am hidden. The whole book was based off one review. It's almost like people can't stand critic. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Feel free to add on in the comments and give your own opinions. Any hate or threats towards opinions you hate will be reported and deleted. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell.